Things in the NFT Funko community are really messed up. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. We're glad you're there. You get the right time. We had an all-time high. Funko's hot toys and charms don't mind. Stick around, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe because life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. And remember, at each other along, we come together. Yes.
Did you hear the news?
People are receiving the Grail Freddy Funko Funko Pop instead of the Funko Soda that was the mummy for the Freddy Funko Halloween set.
And just so you're aware, the Grail Freddy Funko as Devil was limited to 999 pieces, and the legendary Freddy Funko as Mummy Soda was 1,260 pieces.
We've received a bunch of reports that people are receiving a Freddy Funko Grail Devil Funko Pop instead of the Freddy Funko Mummy Soda. And that's not good. So if people are receiving the Freddy Funko Grail Devil and not receiving the Freddy Funko Mummy Legendary, what the does that mean?
Okay, so numerous things could have happened. Right now, the only thing we've seen are people who were supposed to receive the Mummy Soda getting the Devil Grail. We have not yet seen anybody complain that they received the Mummy Soda instead of the Grail that they were supposed to get. So as far as we know, the only F-up is some people are receiving the Grail instead of the Mummy Soda, but then I've seen people who were supposed to get the Mummy Soda get the Mummy Soda. But as far as we know, not every single person has received their order yet. So are there some people out there who were supposed to receive the Grail Devil who are receiving the legendary Mummy?
Oh my god, that would be trash! I think we're gonna have a lot of really pissed off people if that's what happens, and we're gonna see a lot of those reports coming through this week.
Absolutely. If you don't know much about NFTs, not every single redeemable NFT gets redeemed. For example, there were 999 Devil Freddy Funko Pops that were able to be redeemed.
We don't know the exact number of Freddy Funko Devil Funko Pops that were actually redeemed, but it definitely wasn't 999. Typically, it could be 20 less, it could be 50 less, it could be 100 less.
We don't have that number just yet. With these Devil Freddy Funko Pops being sent out instead of the sodas, what the does that mean?
All these NFT Funko Pops and Funko Sodas actually come with a sticker that includes the number that was like the full redeem amount. So the Freddy Funko as Devil will have a sticker that reads 999, but that's not the exact number of figures that were redeemed.
From our interview with Tokenhead not too long ago, they stated that any of the pops that have not been redeemed get destroyed. So I don't know what exactly that means. I'm fairly certain that they're not destroying pops until people get their pops in hand. There's no arms or legs falling off because my assumption is they have some lying around to send out in case of any flaws like that.
Yeah, they gotta have some replacements, some backups for those who are getting these Funko Pops and Funko Sodas.
Yeah, just in case they don't come right.
And my guess would be if somebody had something that was screwed up, they could reach out to Drop or Funko, Tokenhead, and say, hey, there's something wrong with this. Can I get a replacement? They would send off the broken, messed up one, and then they would receive the proper one. Absolutely. They have to destroy the ones that are bad or destroy the ones that were not redeemed. All right, so what is Funko, Tokenhead, and Drop doing about this? Well, on Discord, there was a message that read, it can potentially be exchanged for the correct item, but the wrong item needs to be sent back first in order to keep the circulation numbers correct. And they mentioned they should contact Drop email support. The other message that came through, all support cases with redemption and shipping issues are handled on a case-by-case basis, and there isn't any one all-encompassing answer since there are usually a number of variables involved. Anyone who received the wrong item and would like to have it corrected should contact Drop email support. As far as this happening in the future, we certainly hope not and will take steps to ensure it doesn't happen again.
Okay, so they're putting a lot of faith into collectors' hands. And as we all know, collectors seek out limited pieces.
They want the valuable stuff.
A limited piece equates to most likely more money. With that being said, the Devil Freddy that people are getting instead of the Mummy Freddy soda is more limited, therefore potentially more valuable, therefore they're most likely going to keep that over a Mummy soda.
Right, people are not going to want to turn it in. You're not going to have anybody who's turning it in because they're going to take that Funko Pop and add it to their collection, or they're going to flip it and they're going to make more money. People who are buying these NFT Funko Pops typically try to buy more sets so they can at least keep one for themselves and then sell the rest or sell them all. This whole NFT Funko thing is really a whole money game, which makes me wonder how the hell can they fix this problem? And I would say, based off the message I just read, this should never happen again because we're talking about limited Funko Pops. They literally stamp numbers on these things. They cannot screw this up.
That 999 sticker on that grail is the max amount that should be going out. However, if only 800 were redeemed out of the 999, only 800 realistically should be going out. Did only the redeemed amount go out and the numbers just got up somewhere and people received the wrong items?
I don't know.
Or did more than were redeemed sent out to people who didn't redeem them? And that is a huge problem, and Funko is not good at speaking up when there are mistakes. So I have the feeling that we're not really going to know aside from reports that we see on social media. And so far, we've seen many people who were supposed to receive the Freddy Mummy Soda get the Devil Freddy Grail.
Which is completely wrong. My question is to Drop, Funko, and Token Head, how do you fix this? So you can put out something and say, hey, collectors, send back your stuff so we can send you the right thing. You can say that all day, but in the end, you have to fix this. These people out there are spending money on the aftermarket, hundreds of dollars, to get that Freddy Funko as Devil. If they don't get that Freddy Funko as Devil, they get the wrong item, then what? Do they get their money back? Does Funko and Drop and Token Head do something for them? Like, what happens in this scenario?
This is where a lot of factors come in because some of those people who got that grail and redeemed that grail got it in a $9.99 standard pack. But then some of those people who redeemed that grail spent $200, $300, $400 on the aftermarket purchasing that grail so they can have it in their collection. And we don't know this for a fact, but if they got the orders mixed up and people are going to be receiving the Mummy Soda instead of the Devil, that's going to be a huge problem because if I wanted the grail and I was like, I want this Devil Pop, I collect Devil stuff, I love Freddy Funko, this is what I want. That stupid mummy, I hate sodas, whatever, but I receive that Mummy Soda, I'm gonna be pissed.
Of course, absolutely. And most people will be pissed if they receive that Mummy Soda instead of the proper grail. The thing about all this is that this is all wrapped into NFTs, and NFTs equate to money, right? So when people get the grail on the app, they have that grail and there's a dollar sign next to it. So they have money in the bank practically in wax. So if they don't get that item in hand when it's all said and done, they're losing money. So if you open a pack and you get a $200 NFT, that NFT is $200, you then turn it in because you want to get your $200 Funko Pop, and instead you get a $100 Funko Pop. That's a huge issue.
It absolutely is. It's like going on Macari, spending your $200, but in return getting a pop that's hardly worth anything, or that's worth less.
And I don't know how you fix this because there's a limited number associated with these Funko Pops and sodas. You can't just go and make more. It just doesn't work that way at all.
Yeah, they're relying on collectors and their honesty to send back what they got sent to them in order to send them to the correct people or whatever.
So that's the argument. Is that the proper way we're going to do this? Is that how we're going to do this moving forward? Because we actually are getting Transformers and Scooby-Doo NFT Funko Pops and sodas, right? Heather and I are going to get that sometime in the winter. If I get my stuff in the mail and I receive...
You're going to get the Freddy Funko as Mummy.
Yeah, I'm going to get Freddy Funko as Mummy. I would be really angry.
Absolutely.
And the fact is that that's what they tell me. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to go find somebody who got your grail Transformers Funko Pop.
Because we don't have any left because nobody sent back your Optimus Prime grail because everybody wanted that instead.
Absolutely. And the worst thing about this is confidence is now being lost. If the confidence is lost, that's a huge issue because we're all pretty much new to this. Funko collectors weren't NFT collectors.
No.
But now Funko has dragged us into the NFT world. Then you had people who are totally against NFTs and we're still trying to talk them into it. We being Funko, Token Head, and Drop. They're trying to talk the masses in to buying the NFTs.
Imagine how many people are going to be in the comment section of this video tonight. Oh, I told you, NFTs suck. I hate NFTs.
Of course you are. You're going to have people say that.
This is just going to solidify them hating NFTs. The point I'd like to get across right now is that people are human. We're all human. We make mistakes. This was a huge mistake. Somebody's probably going to get fired. This has cost potentially hundreds of dollars for some people who purchase that grail who might now get the mummy soda, right? We don't know. We have not seen proof of that yet. This is a huge up. We can look and see how many of the grails were redeemed and how many of the mummy sodas were actually redeemed, but we don't have the number that are sent out because it's still ongoing. And not only that, but are we ever going to know exactly how many Devil Freddys were sent out? Was it more than the number that was actually redeemed?
I think that right now, Drop, Token Head, and Funko need to release the numbers, the exact numbers of the Funko Pops and sodas that were created for this Freddy Halloween drop. I think that they need to be very transparent because a lot of us now have our doubts on what's going on moving forward. We actually received tons of messages from people. Many people sent us their itemized list, just like this person here, that shows a Freddy Funko as Vampire Royalty, the Mummy Soda Legendary, and the Skeleton Legendary. Their photo shows that they got the Devil, the Skeleton, and the Vampire. So they didn't get the soda they were supposed to get. Instead, they got the Devil. And I'm pretty sure, not based on my conversation, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to give that Devil up.
No, I mean, as collectors, why would they? That is something that should be more valuable. But with this up, who knows? What if they sent all the Devils to the people who correctly redeemed the Devil? But then they're sending Devils to people who were supposed to receive the mummy. So what if now there are less mummies than there should be out there and more Devils than there should be out there?
It could be flip-flopped. I don't know. This is a huge issue. I really think that Drop, Funko, Token Head, whomever is at power with these stickers need to make the proper stickers and sticker them as they go out the door with the proper number on them. And here's the thing. It's not a hard job. We're talking about 1,000 or so Funko Pops that they have to do this with.
So this isn't like a common Funko Pop or an exclusive Funko Pop where they're making 10, 20, 30,000 of these pops.
Some of the royalties are up there, like in the thousands, like 2,000 to 3,000, but that's still not that many.
Yeah, and even so, we have stated in this video and multiple times before that not all of those are redeemed.
Exactly. This is not like screwing up something on Funko Shop with a 3,000 count Funko Pop. It's totally different because when you buy it on Funko Shop, you buy it for whatever, 15, 20 some dollars or whatever it is with shipping. You get it in the mail, you open the box, you have the right pop or you don't. But with this, as we mentioned before, these are NFTs that you purchase sometimes on the aftermarket. You spend more money in order to get the thing, and instead you receive the wrong thing in hand at the very end. That is a huge problem because now people are gambling twice. They're gambling the first time to hope that they get the card that they wanted, and then they're gambling that when they turn it in and redeem it, that they're getting the proper Funko Pop in hand. That's 2 gambles. You know what they say, Heather? 3 gambles and you're out.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever said that.
At this point, I think there needs to be more than a Discord message. And I'm not saying that the powers that be are horrible people for making that Discord message. I think that's fine. But I think there needs to be more data that's sent out. I think there needs to be more information that is shared with the public. And I think Funko needs to come out and say something as well because they are the grand master behind all of this.
I am in full agreement with that. I just don't really see Funko saying much of anything because it's very rare that they do.
Anything that Funko has done previous to this is completely different to what they're doing right now. This has to do more with actual cryptocurrency. People are spending their money on the aftermarket to get the things that they really want. We're not talking about people who are just opening packs. We're talking about people who are spending $100, $200, $300 to get the items that they want physically in the future.
Yeah, but let's not discount those people who opened the pack and were super stoked to see that they got the grail that they wanted or the legendary that they wanted or whatever.
Sure, I'm not discounting that at all. What I'm saying is that Funko is up against a completely different beast than they've ever been up against because they are dealing with cryptocurrency.
Absolutely, and they're not just dealing with a $15 pop on the Funko Shop. People get pissed if their pop comes in with a little ding on the corner from the Funko Shop when they spent 15 or 20 bucks on it. People are going to be even more pissed if they're getting the wrong item if they spent hundreds of dollars on the aftermarket on it. I mean, this is huge.
So Funko, Token Head, and Drop have to step up to the plate. Something needs to happen. We need to get those stickers properly done. We need to see some numbers that show all the redeemables, also show what is being sent out to people. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more transparency on all this. Let's not do this again. Let's not run into this issue again because if I don't receive my Optimus Prime Grail, I'm gonna be pissed.
I just talked to one of my friends who received a damaged Bebop and they said that they had to send everything back. The pop, the box, everything.
Absolutely.
And then Funko sent them a new one. They are making sure that only the correct amount of those Funko Pops are in circulation. But with this, I don't know if they can keep track of the proper amount being in circulation, because who knows how many of these devils they sent out to people. Was it the correct amount or not?
But we'll find out more this week, because we're going to see people who are complaining that they did not get their grail, but instead got the soda.
Possibly.
And I want to see how that all plays out. I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure that's going to happen. We're going to see people that are complaining that they didn't receive their grail and instead received the soda. And I want to see what Drop, Token Head, and Funko says when they get those messages, especially when they start stacking up. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, because we make a new video every single day where we cover news topics just like this one. And when news starts to circulate about the Freddy Funko Devil and the Freddy Funko Mummy, and there are people who are angry that they received the soda instead of the Freddy Funko Devil, we'll have that news right here. All right, so what do you think about this situation? And are you one of the people who received the wrong item? We'd love to know all that and more in the comment section down below. Hey, and don't forget, head over to poppingofftoys.com for all of your Funko Pops, Funko Sodas, and Funko Mystery Minis. They've got it all. Poppingofftoys.com. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons for Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Naisha McGinnis, Moondoggy16, Eddie Hamill, Dean Blockley, Richard Perez, Calvin Lee, Derek, Raymond Lubis, Tino Maldonado, and Trishan Raj. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock. All right, it's that time again. Remember, as always, we hunt together, yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.